Australia continues to be among the most popular destinations for students seeking a degree in medicine. Medical professions are noble because they are associated with life. The country puts a strong emphasis on quality education and has given the same consideration to its medical studies. Hello and welcome to Edutrainex, your best buddy to guide with study abroad or visa application. I am Nandini Watts, and today in this video I will be telling you about study of medicine in Australia, medical education structure, the MBBS program in Australia for Indian students, eligibility to study medicine in Australia, the MD program in Australia for Indian students. So let's start with it. Here is what you need to do if you want to study medicine at one of the 13 Australian universities as an international student. But before that, take a look at the list of the best universities for medicine in Australia. Now, let's see the medicine courses offered in Australia for Indian and other international students along with their eligibility criteria and admission process. So, before we move on, it is important to understand the educational structure of the Australian medical studies. The Bachelor of Medicine, Bachelor of Surgery degree, which is also known as MBBS, was a bachelor degree before 2004, whereas the Doctor of Medicine degree, which is also known as MD, was a graduate degree reserved for research training. However, both of these programs required a bachelor's degree to be eligible, meaning they were graduate programs. So, medical studies are now qualified as master's degree under the AQF, that is Australian Qualifications Framework. So, currently, there are two levels of entry into Australian medical schools. Generally, undergraduate medical programs are those that accept students after matriculation or high school. The courses usually last about 5 to 6 years and lead to an MBBS degree. So the graduate degree program is usually 4 years long and confers the MD degree. So the MBBS program in Australia for Indian students. So according to the AQF, the MBBS program in Australia consists of a 6-year program of both theory and practice-based learning. The majority of medical schools in Australia only offer graduate level programs in medicine, but there are a few good schools that offer undergraduate programs as well. There are several good examples such as University of Adelaide and the University of New South Wales. For studying medicine in Australia, there are some eligibility requirements like English language proficiency, minimum 17 years of age, which might vary from university to university, completion of higher secondary education from a recognized board or institute, PCMB with English as one of the main papers and an overall score of 65% in high school, JAMSAT or MCAT or UCAT ANZ is required for the admission in medicine in Australia. So the majority of medical courses in Australia are graded at level 9 as master's programs, conferring the degree of Doctor of Medicine. So there are many top universities in Australia that offer this 4-year graduate program, like the University of Melbourne, Deakin University, the University of Sydney. Some universities' medical programs might not be called MD and have a different nomenclature. Check the entry level to determine whether it is a graduate or undergraduate program. So often it is stated clearly that this is a graduate program. Now, it is important to note that a student may have yet to complete a bachelor's degree in medical sciences or any other science. Medical schools in Australia do not require students to have a particular subject. Despite this, a student who lacks a thorough understanding of the biological sciences might have trouble passing the JAMSAT or the MCAT, which is compulsory requirement for admission. So what I'm trying to say is if you have a bachelor's degree in biology or psychology and clear the JAMSAT, then you can become a doctor in Australia. So this was part 1 of studying medicine in Australia. Stay tuned for part 2 of this video to know more about the topic like admission process to study medicine in Australia, what makes MBBS in Australia so appealing, MBBS course details, scholarship details for studying medicine in Australia, job roles after completing the degree, and much more. Thank you.
With every passing day, more and more students are joining Edutrainex's highly successful PTE courses, which are very result oriented yet inexpensive, which you can join from anywhere in the world and realize your dreams of studying or settling abroad. So, if you're struggling with your English test requirements, join us today for guaranteed success.